Greetings all, this is Ezra here, aka the voice of reason. And today I want to speak to you about practice. Practice, practice, practice. And so many people underestimate the value and the benefit of practice. What you practice, you become good at. What you practice continuously, you can master. They say it takes 10,000 hours to master any talent. 10,000 hours. So what does that mean? Practice, practice, practice. But there is a dilemma because we have two types of people in this world. We have those who have ideas, have dreams, have goals that they want to achieve. And so they start off with motivation, they start off with ambition, they have this drive and this desire to go forth and make that become a reality. The only problem is the middle section, which is practice, 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 which is those 10,000 hours being worked out, is what brings about that success. And because they're not willing to do that, because they're not willing to sacrifice their time, their energy, their efforts, their mind, they give up halfway through, or sometimes, just as they start the race. And so they don't get to achieve and see and reach their dreams and their goals and their desires. But then we have the other type of person. And this is the individual who understands the value of practice. They understand the benefits of practice. And so they are consistent on it daily, weekly, monthly, throughout the year. They know that they have to practice and continue. You see, it's not about waiting until game day for you to perform. You need to perform at all times. When you're practicing, don't see that as, oh, this is something I'm just doing and on the day I'll really give it my 100%. Let every day be game day for you. So if it's when you're going to work, let every day be how you prepped when you was going for that interview. If it is about an exam that you know you've got at the end of the year, don't start to just revise when it's coming close to the exam. Treat every bit of homework, treat every bit of revision, treat every bit of coursework like it's the exam. You see, there is a different kind of mindset in those that understand the value of practice. And no better way can it be explained when we're looking at the arts. When I say the arts, I'm talking about martial arts. Because I've trained in the arts and I also train individuals. And one of the things that you need to understand when we're looking at things like martial arts, and in any area really, is that you have to consistently practice so that you can become good at that thing which you are doing. What makes someone a good martial artist is that they have practiced to the point when it becomes instinct for them. So they don't need to think about it. They don't need to work out what they're going to do. It becomes automatic. And that's when it becomes powerful. That's when you see victory. That's when you see success. And so you have to practice in whatever it is you are doing. If you want to be a speaker, you have to practice. You don't just wait to the time when you're going to be doing your speech. You practice. Bruce Lee said he fears a man more who has practiced one kick 1,000 times than 1,000 different kicks once. And some of you, you're trying this and you're trying that and you're going here and you're going there and you're not sticking to one thing. There is no consistency. There is no planning. And so you never execute it with justice. You never reach that goal that you want to reach. And so today, you need to understand the importance of practice. No one who is great at anything was just able to achieve that. They practiced. They practiced and they practiced. And so I want to leave you with this note. And it's the way in which people learn. And there's 4 stages to it. 4 stages of learning. And so the first stage is unconscious incompetence. Then the second stage is conscious incompetence. and then it's conscious competence, and then unconscious competence. And how that works out is this. Imagine someone who's starting to learn to drive. So before they start taking any lessons, they don't really know what it all entails. But then once they go to that first lesson, they realize, geez, how much is involved in driving. And so it's an unconscious incompetence. They didn't realize how much was entailed. But then after they've done a few lessons, they realize how incompetent they are. They realize how much they need to learn. They realize they're going to have to take a series of lessons. It's conscious incompetence. But as time goes on and as it builds up, they start to have a conscious competence, meaning they're getting better at it. They're learning, they're understanding how it works. They know that they need to look left and right and clutch and everything and the gears and moving together and knowing when they need to change gears. But eventually it gets to the point where they get confident and they feel ready to take that test because now they've reached unconscious competence. They just don't think about it now. They automatically do what they need to do. They don't need the instructor to tell them to stop, look left, look right. And so in our lives, whatever it is, whether it's to finish a course, whether it's to lose weight, whether it's to, develop art, whatever it is you're doing, you have to understand the importance of practice, practice, practice. So I want to encourage you today. Stick with whatever you have started. Keep practicing. And in the end, you will achieve your goals. This is Ezra, A.K.A. the voice of reason. Like the video, share, and hit the subscribe button. Over and out.